Oh, hi. Yeah, my name is Christine. I just had a quick question I was wondering if someone could help me with.
Uh-huh.
Do you have a minute?
Yes, let me pull off the road. Hang on a second.
Oh, sorry about that.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, I had heard about the online convention on the website.
Yes.
Are you watching it too?
Uh, yes, I am.
Oh, okay. Um, well, I was listening to this one thing, and um, one of the leaders was doing a talk, and he was saying that um, about things people say at the door, like people say all these unfounded things about the organization. And I was shocked when he said, "Where did you get the idea that we let our children die?" And I think where they get the idea is from the May 22nd, 1994 Awake magazine. Have you ever seen it?
I've seen on everything. I've been in the truth for 50 years.
Yeah, it's the one with all the children who died over the blood issue.
Well, do you know that most hospitals now operate without blood? They won't use blood.
That's great,
Uh,
but
they even have they even have their own forms that they don't use blood anymore. We've actually pioneered the hospitals have actually we've trained the hospitals, and they don't hardly. There's a bloodless hospital in Utah, Seattle, Portland, Vancouver. Those are all bloodless surgery hospitals now. And back in the old days, they were trying to force blood on Jehovah's Witnesses.
I'm again, what I'm not really even talking about the issue, but to most people, um, this is why they get that idea, and he doesn't even talk about their history of making these child martyrs over blood, who are just children. They're not really at an age of consent for anything else, are they? But and it's interesting. It says in former times, thousands of youths died for putting God first. They are still doing it. Thousands. It's equating that with thousands of youths that died in former times for putting God first. Only today, the drama is played out in hospitals and courtrooms with blood transfusions the issue. And it's not so easily passed off even today because we know there's times where people are hemorrhaging really quickly and you can't go to a special hospital, or even bloodless wouldn't work in that situation. So, and it's so sad. They quote this little girl, 12 years old, saying she won't be in paradise if she takes blood. And so for David Splane, I would say that's where outsiders get that idea from their own publications.
Okay, so I don't know how to. I don't want to argue about it. This
Hmm.
is what we have always done. It will never change.
It has
We have
changed.
had
It has changed many times.
our
The blood
our
doctrine, it has changed many times.
not in our organization.
It changed in the year 2000. They made most blood fractions allowable when previously they said that would be the same as taking blood.
Oh, yes, you're correct.
Yeah.
You're correct.
And
And
it has changed
they've
many
learned.
other times as
They've
well.
realized. Yes, they've realized that there's blood fractions that go between the mother and the baby in the womb, and so there's lots of things that we take. We take many things. We do blood salvage. We do all that now, which they didn't even have that in the other
Yeah,
in
but
the old days.
fractionation was known for a really, really long time, so that doesn't really work. But that is to say that it shocked me because he acted like a person would be crazy to ask that question. That's where people get that idea. Just imagine someone who's not sharing in those beliefs and they see this with all these children in this article. 12-year-old? I mean,
Well, I don't know. Uh, I've got an appointment, and
okay.
I'm off the side of the road. But
I just felt he
anyway,
was being a little tricky there, saying where on earth would anybody get that idea? We let our children die when there's a whole magazine about it. This one, May 22nd, 1994, Awake. So maybe you can look at it again and think about how sad that is, and that now they say Jehovah is okay with fractions, and just it breaks my heart just seeing these beautiful children on this magazine. And so that's where people get the idea. I just wanted to answer that question. Maybe you could write him a letter and tell him that's where people get that idea. Okay.
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 Well, you're right. You could do that.
Yeah,
That's
maybe I'll
right.
try it. Okay. Thanks for talking to me.
You have a nice
God
day.
bless.